All right, we're here.
Hello, we here.
This is gonna be low energy. I didn't get much sleep.
Yeah, and I got a headache right up and through here.
Hmm. Praying for you.
Thank you.
We picking up 3 episodes ago, whatever number that is, honey. I don't know.
Is it three? Okay, then we gonna work with it because they all, they blend together pretty good.
Ain't nothing happened in the last episode, so it really about don't count. Um, when we last left off, honey, Twan and Kaylon was at the brunch acting a fool. Kaylon was crying and carrying on. I just don't like her. I just don't like her. I don't think she needs to be at these brunches. I don't understand why she was at the brunch. I don't understand why Lat Rice's publicist be at these brunches. Because what does the
Well,
publicist do?
it'd be different if she was what's her name, Latrice's publicist, isn't it? Not Latrice, the brunch
Late
girl.
Shia.
What?
Late Shia.
Okay, because you have me all messed up and I can't call the girls by their name.
Letitia.
As long as it's not, as long if it was Letitia's publishers, I would get it. But I don't get it that she comes and she's, you know, the other
She
girls.
be everywhere.
And Kaylin is just a friend of Antoinette's, and she's there to add spice to the life of the show.
She needs to go away. I understand more bringing your friend to a brunch than sending your publicist to a brunch
Mm-hmm.
that you were not at to not publicize. She didn't publicize anything that we could see for Latrice, excuse me, for Lat Rice. So I don't understand what her purpose is. I like her. I
Yeah,
think
see, if she was a friend, I understand the publicist less than I understand the friend.
that's what I'm saying. Like I
Yeah.
can get Twan bringing Kaylon because that's her girl. Let's go over to this brunch. I don't understand why Lat Rice is sending her publicist to these places. That don't make sense to me. I understand that
Mm-mm.
they
Not
are
to
also
these places.
friends, but it's not coming together for me. But anyway, honey, we at the brunch
Mm-hmm.
and
Brunch make me
Marie
tired.
and Latrice actually respond. Not Latrice. I'm sorry. Letitia responded to me on Twitter. Um, I said she equates announcements and brunch heavily. She responded with a cute little laugh, and that made me like her a little bit more because it's like, girl, you understand that we're talking about the show. We're not really talking about you.
No.
Um, but the fact that she has to have all these brunches, honey, it's just so
Well, I
dry.
mean, that's her thing. The
And I
brunch
do
is her
understand.
thing.
And I
It's
do
part
understand.
of her brand. I have a friend who has brunches, and I got a conference call about it for Tuesday night.
And I think that's wonderful. But
It's
if I
a
couldn't make
virtual brunch this time. I think we gonna just be on. Get you some tea. We gonna sit together.
which is bad business for me, but I let it slide. Um, but I think for myself, if I
Mm-hmm.
had a brunch to make an announcement and the announcement was not able to be made at the brunch, I would have just sent out a text message saying, "Girl, this is what I wanted." But she done had all these brunches, honey. Now Kaylon over here crying and carrying on, and Twan got to usher her out the brunch because she and Marie done got into it because she told Marie to come here. Marie took offense. It was a lot.
I have special feelings about Marie.
I just, you and my good sis Day Day both don't like Marie, and I love both of you. I love you
And
both,
it's
but
not
I
that I
don't.
just don't like her. I think she needs the therapy.
Everybody need therapy.
She's she. How can you be a person who beats up everybody you see coming by. But when your family that crazy, I'm sorry, I don't like a husband. I don't understand. I don't understand why you with somebody who don't come home. Unless that's y'all's agreement. And if that's y'all's agreement, why you upset? Uh,
We'll get around to Cedric in a little while.
yeah, but I'm talking about, with the family. I understand your family's the closest to you, but you are like day and night. You go out and you snappy and mean, and you go in the house and you cry.
Okay, that's me.
Y'all need a balance. What
I'm
kind?
on medication.
I'm gonna see if she gets some, cause honey, cause that don't make no sense.
It's
I
just
mean,
I
and it's
understand.
the thing I used to tell you when you were a kid. Be mad at who you mad at. Why are you out here snapping at folks? You don't even know Kaylin. Why you mad at her?
Because Kaylon got up in the middle of these niggas brunch and started crying about her white feelings. Don't nobody
Yeah,
have
she was
time for
all in her
that.
white feelings. But then they talked her through her white feelings. But
They
then what
shouldn't
they
have had
shouldn't
to.
what they should have done after say that still happened. In my opinion, what they should have done is not let her talk.
Right. Then they bring her back in here to
Because she didn't have enough time to process her thoughts to me.
she should not have been there acting the fool in the first place.
I mean, I ain't gonna dispute that, you
You
know.
went and
Black
you
business women's thing, but black people, as do white people, have a conversation that may not be to us, it ain't no thing. But if you coming in and you kind of the end of the stick over there, you might feel some kind of way. And
and
just kind
so
of how that.
in that moment you have the liberty to get up and derail the entire situation with your emotions only and speaking for your
Yeah,
entire
that's just
breath.
not grown. That's not.
That's
That's just immaturity on Kaylon and Marie's part. In
and
my
you
part,
know very well that I would have been the heifer in there saying, Kaylon gotta go. You know I would have been that one.
but I think, but you're a little bit different. You're a little bit more of the respectful kind because this girl, why is she putting folk out of other people's brunches?
If that heifer would have told me to come here, I I don't know. I
And
can't
but then, like, okay, that's the second brunch, right?
right.
So on the first brunch, she started it, and she
Nope,
should have
nope,
put out
nope,
too.
nope. I cannot agree with you on that. At the
But my
first
thing
brunch,
is, my thing about with her is she trying to put folk out of the brunch both times. Why you putting people out this girl?
she did not start. I just don't see where she started it at the brunch. I think she wanted to have a
It
conversation
was, you
with
know
the.
how I am. I'm very tone sensitive. You know that. She had a tone.
No, she really didn't. She was like, "Is this?"
Okay, I'm gonna listen. I didn't listen to it a
I
couple.
mean, I've watched it a couple times too. She really got a tone when Lat Rice said, "You didn't come to my store." Now, once you've called me a liar, here we go. I'm about to fight. I'm about to fight. Period. Because I know where I got this stuff from. I went on down to your store. Some boy made this wig for me, and it's a bad wig. Don't tell me I
And
didn't.
see, but that was the thing that she didn't say. Now, I know I saw, Latrice she got defensive. Yeah, yeah, she did. I'm not saying that she didn't, but then the next grown people thing was, yes, I went to your store and Bill, whoever, put my hair together, and this is how it came out. And then,
You trying to you are
I'm
speaking.
trying to be grown.
No,
I'm,
no, because
what's his
you had an
name?
instance a couple months ago where somebody ran up on you at the church and you almost knocked her lights out.
Yeah, yeah. And she actually hit me. And she lived to tell about it. She
So
did.
you cannot say how people respond to things because if
Well,
you were acting
yeah, and and even in my situation, I didn't disrupt the church service over it. I took sis in the back and we had to have a conversation, but I didn't disrupt the event.
if you call me a lying heifer. After I'm telling you, if I say to you, mother, you bought me a pair of jeans for Christmas, and you say, I ain't buy them jeans, then you know I'm gonna have to drag. You know how I am.
See?
I'm gonna give you the date, the time, you know, what you was wearing, what I was wearing, what cologne or perfume you had on, what your earrings was doing. I'm gonna give you all the details. That's just how I am. I'm gonna come to you and say, this is what happened. But that's how I am. Marie,
These are facts.
she got called a liar and she got a little, a little more boisterous
Not
with it.
directly. Look, not directly. But yeah,
Yo,
they
no,
both had
directly.
moments.
Directly. Because she said, I went to your store. That woman said, you didn't go to my store. That's directly calling me a liar. And now I'm directly going to tell you how I'm not lying. That's me, though. Anyway, child, she puts, what's the heifer name? Twan friend out the brunch again.
Kayla.
And to me, everybody's saying that Marie is the.
She's a catalyst now. You know
I
she
think
from
it's Twan.
the streets.
I think it's Twan.
I don't
We'll
see.
get back around to it. Lat Rice's brother.
Mm-hmm,
She
mm-hmm.
think he might have got married because her old messy husband comes in and says that her brother got married. I can't stand her husband.
I ain't crazy about him either.
I can't stand that nigga. He's just light skinned with light eyes and curly hair, and he's been able to get away with a lot of things for those reasons.
And he old compared to her.
And he's old, and she has daddy issues that she's very comfortable admitting, but apparently not get seeking therapy for that. Like,
And it's so tight with the, at first she was tight with Marie and she got people ask her for a reference.
no, I don't think she ever
Daddy
been
issue.
tight with Marie.
Hmm.
I don't think she ever been tight with Marie because
No,
it was their first meeting at
no, that was their first meeting.
but it's just you know your problem, so fix it. Why are you subjecting me to having to hear you call your husband basically your father?
Yeah, but they that's the thing. People call their husbands daddy and zaddy, and
And they should go to jail.
they do. They do. They call that's not uncommon.
And they
But
should go to jail. You shouldn't be sleeping with your daddy.
Poppy and all
Yeah,
kinds. And I always thought they did that. And usually it's kids involved. Y'all have kids, and that's what the kids, and you just kind of, but just, I never felt like there was a thing if no.
because Big Granny still calls Papa daddy, but that's
But
when
she calls him that in reference to
to her kids.
more. Yeah, and she may say, go
Right.
in there and tell daddy so and so.
Right. That's acceptable. That's fine because we know that's our daddy.
Right. And that's who she prefers. So you won't be confused. She telling you to go tell your dad
Exactly.
to come eat. Tell your daddy there's a bill due. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what it is. Um, I
To
just
pay these bills.
their whole relationship bothers me. It really does. I need her to seek counseling. Um, so she lost two of her brothers.
Yeah,
One of
that
them
was
was killed, I believe, in a car accident, and the other one was murdered. And then
mhm,
her other brother, that may or may not have been married, was in jail for murder.
mhm.
And immediately following the statement, he went to jail for murder. She says he's a sweetheart, and I don't know. I do not.
Well, we don't know what the circumstance. Somebody might have come up on him wrong, or
She
he
said,
might have been his whole life, or he might not have done anything. We
but
talking about American black men.
she said he killed somebody because they threatened the family. So I guess, but
Oh, they ain't killing nobody. Look, I'm gonna kill you first. Ooh,
I'm
that's not good
I'm
on
telling.
either side.
I'm telling. I'm sorry. I know we don't always agree with the police, and I almost never agree with the police, but I'm still telling. Anywho, um, long story short, they do these memorial trees for her brothers, and we got to see her family, and that was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then we move on with late Shia. Late Shia's husband is here. He's in town. He is a longshoreman, honey, or something, and he works most of the days out.
28 days in a row.
Right.
Like that.
And so he's in town, and they won't stop talking about her breasts. I didn't need to be a part of that conversation. Um, and for some reason, he's upset with her for trying to be a businesswoman, and he proposes a contract, and I jail,
Oh Lord.
jail,
Put him in jail.
because what? Just because she can't make yams, like order some, DoorDash it.
Honey, I know if we got some good restaurants here in our little town, that they got good restaurants over there.
Some of the best peach cobbler I've ever had, I ordered off DoorDash.
Yeah, yeah. Because their city's about the same size as the city that I live in. Yeah, they ought to have some soul food restaurants.
Honey, like, just have the girls bring you a
Where
plate.
your auntie?
Where's your
Yeah,
auntie?
when you know your man coming in, call your people and say, look here,
No,
I'm
because the
gonna need
man can do it himself.
I'm gonna need some oxtails. Uh, I'm gonna need some things that he eat.
The man can order his own food.
Well, you be trying to be nice. He been gone for 20 some odd days.
No, because I'm doing
Come on,
things now.
hook the man up. He needs some
No,
help.
no, I am working anyway. Um, Twine calls Kaylon over to the bones of this building she trying to build, this dentist practice. I ain't seen, they ain't put down nothing. Every time we go over there, it's
Yeah,
just
and I'm just stressed because these TV shows take a while, and you all ain't put down nothing in several episodes. It's the same, and she says she getting a little frustrated and concerned. I'd be like, if I'm gonna spend my all my life's money, you, like,
and she walking
y'all,
around talking about this gonna be the yoga room and this gonna be this and this gonna be that. Can it start being it?
where the drywall people? Where the drywall people?
It's just bare bones. Anyway, she takes Kaylon over there and they talking about having a sip and see in a month. I don't know what they gonna see, what they gonna sip, honey. And Kaylon is crying some more about the situation, and Twine pacifies her, and I just
It's a lot of work right now. I understood that Kaylon was her friend before and went through a lot of that stuff with her. Now relationships and girl stuff, that all gets to be the same thing. But then when you get to color stuff, this when you kind of lose. So now we got to coddle Kaylon because Kaylon had,
no, we don't.
Antoinette
We
before.
don't have to coddle Kaylon.
It's coddle Kaylon.
No,
We're gonna put both K's. K
Kaylon
coddle Kaylon.
is a grown woman who looks like she may be in her 40s. We're going to give her 30s. Who needs to know about the reality of the world? Because why would you go to that black people's brunch and say your great great whoever was Jefferson, William Jefferson Clinton, or
Not
whoever?
Jefferson Davis.
Yeah, Jefferson Davis.
Yeah.
Why would you go to a bunch of black people and tell them that?
I
and
wouldn't
that we're
mention
supposed to coddle you. Jail.
I wouldn't have mentioned that. When she said that, I said,
Jail.
wouldn't have mentioned that.
She thought that was just, she thought that the black folks was gonna be like, oh well, that's just
No, no, no. We don't think of it that way. It's like I went to school with Governor Favre's granddaughter, and only reason that we knew that is because her last name was literally Favre's. She couldn't like hide.
jail.
That was not a conversation that was had around the lunch table.
Right. Like, girl, and you come to this all black
Yeah,
pod.
she was a nice girl. So,
And I hope she still is.
yeah,
But
me too.
Kaylahn comes to this all black pod.
I have to fall out my chair. Excuse
Dude, you know that chair ain't strong.
me. Well, the chair it need oil. It's old.
You in my room?
Yeah, but I'm in my own chair.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should. If that's wise to move your work chair into the instead of the wooden chair. That's wise.
The wooden chair has its place across the room.
Okay. Um, late Shire's husband is in there vacuuming while she on the phone. I'd have beat him. I'd have beat him. I'd have pulled the vacuum cord out the wall and whooped him with it. Um, let's see. I forgot to mention Twan went over to Lat Rice's brother's memorial. The publicist was also there.
Yeah, the publicist has been in more things lately.
Then Lat Rice herself. It's like put the publicist on, make her the girl instead of Lat Rice. I enjoyed seeing Lat Rice's family. Her mother was beautiful. It was just a very nice event. It was nice. There was no hustle and bustle really. She talked to her brother, and her brother basically said he just wanted to live his life, and I understand her. I understand. That's why I had to move out your house.
Gary, ain't nobody bothered you. We couldn't even see you.
But if I wasn't in that room, y'all was up in arms.
Well, all I said was, "Have you seen Kay?" And all Pop said was, "You talked to the little girl."
That's not all y'all said. That's not all y'all said. Y'all stayed in my business, and I ain't like it.
Girl, you ain't got no business.
For some reason, Lat Rice's brother Derek's baby mama lives with Lat Rice's mama.
Yeah.
Pam.
She had got in a bind.
Okay, and so Derek is upset that his baby mama living with his mama. I would probably be a little annoyed too, but like, was she
the child over there too?
Right.
It's probably more about the baby than anything.
I'm sure it is.
I mean, you don't want to let the girl be out, but then you really don't want the baby to be out.
Right, for sure. For sure. Bring that baby. Okay, on to episode 2 episodes ago. I think this is episode 6. I don't know. The girls are going to brunch again. Late Shire and Lat Rice are going to brunch. And we find out that Lat Rice, Latrice, is not interested in investing because Marie is investing. That's crazy to me. You can invest in your friend without being in the same room as your enemy.
Unless she's going to be a silent investor and just let them take her money and do whatever, But if she's going to be involved and Marie's going to be involved, I feel like that's what she was thinking. I'm going to have to deal with that chick, and we don't deal good.
No, because they didn't say anything about like a board.
Yeah.
They said investing. So with that, I'm just thinking just money. I'm not thinking decision making. Now I can see if they're doing decision making, then yeah, maybe they don't need to be on the same panel. But if they just investing and putting their money into it, I can't see where there would be a problem there. Invest in Farrah Street and go on about your day. Anyway, honey, Tambra, is it Tambra?
Mm-hmm.
She got 4 fibroids.
That was lightning. I'm looking.
Oh,
That's thunder.
hey, honey. The Lord is putting on the show up there. He playing the
Yeah.
drum.
Hallelujah.
Um, Tambra has four fibroids, and they are causing an 80% reduction in having a baby or something like that. I'm not familiar
hmm
with that type of thing. You have had fibroids.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
But
trying to have no baby, so I really don't know those stats as well. But I know that they do prevent people from having babies, and that fibroids are more common in African American women than in some other women. So yeah, she doing the most. If she wanted to have kids, she got to go on. She got to go on.
okay.
30.
So she's looking at having another surgery. I'm not sure she's how many she's had prior, but we're looking at having another one.
I think she said like 2 or 3. It's been kind of extensive.
Yeah, I hate that for her. I'm praying for her.
Yeah,
I'm also
yeah. Nobody
praying
wants that.
I'm also praying for her makeup team. There's no reason for her to look like that.
Well, she's a tiny little woman, and the hair is just a hair too big. Now I have like the what do you call those room shots?
The confessionals.
The confessional pages because they her hair is a little flatter and
I
she
like the hair in the confessionals. I do agree that she does too much with her hair,
it's just too big.
but her face is always pasty.
Well, yeah, because some of us want to be lighter than we are.
I didn't say that.
I mean, it is you because I watch those videos all the time. Those videos, those makeup tutorials. The girls be my color, and then they come back and when they get through, they be your color.
We're the same color, so I don't understand.
Well, they be your grandmother's color. Cause they,
I wear the same shade makeup, so I'm
your
not.
BG's, your no, your big granny's my granny's color. You
Oh,
granny's
80-year-old
color.
white. Okay.
Yeah, the 88-year-old white woman, her color. They be her color.
And that, yeah, that's something.
And it's just kind of hard because all of the highlighting that they people do in the middle, it kind of can be. I mean, you could go just slightly above and be too far.
Do you remember on my iPad, I had that picture of Gabrielle Solis. What's her name from Desperate Housewives?
Yes. Oh Lord.
Eva Longoria.
Longoria. That's what I was trying to
With
think of.
that just stark white makeup under her
Dark white.
eyes.
Eva,
I
Eva,
need to
you are
find
not a white girl.
I need to find that and
Uh,
put it my screen again
you're
because
such a beautiful girl, but white you are not.
it's not. And that's what the girls are giving in these makeup looks. And Tambra in particular, she has no contouring on her face whatsoever. So it's just matte light. And then she always goes for a super, super pale lipstick and she looks crazy. She looks insane.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's supposed to be a nude look. Okay, Jesus. It's supposed to be a nude look, and
She looks ashy.
it doesn't give her enough.
Anything.
Enough.
She looks ashy and crazy. And I really hope
Where's the contour? Where that dog, that black man you supposed to
give
put
us
that
just a
in?
crease, give us
I'm
a little
good.
forehead, and just
Give us,
under the jowl,
just give us a little more.
right in the jowl area.
Give us some dark makeup.
Just a little bit of variance
So
because
your face isn't just flat matte. If you don't have color.
that pale lipstick with the matte face, babe, you look deceased. You look deceased. And I have no beef with Tambra. She's the least interesting character on the show. Honestly, she don't do that
She
much.
grinding. She grinding, and she's got she. I'm trying. You went with a man for 16 years, and you didn't marry him, and you didn't have any kids by him.
And y'all broke up, and now y'all going back together. That's
People beat and got 6 husbands in 16 years. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? I don't get that.
it doesn't
If you
compute.
had a 16-year run, you had a better run than a whole lot of people. What y'all doing? And y'all apparently I mean, y'all could have had a good fight, broke up a minute, came right back. Just save y'all some money. Could have had y'all a house or two by now.
They could be looking towards retirement because I promise you that woman is not 40.
Well, it's that hair that make her look like she not 40.
And that deceased face.
Oh,
That
Lord.
makeup. Tamra, if
It's
you're
just
watching,
too.
we like you.
She's cute, this little thing, and she, I'm like an announcer. She's got a bright personality. Yeah, she's cool.
Just hire better people for your looks.
Somebody to make you look as pretty as you actually are.
At least just for recording. It doesn't have to be 365, but for recording, for doing the show and the confessionals, hire somebody because you're not serving. It's not giving what you said it was supposed to give.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Twan has a special Negro dinner for Kaylon where she calls all her Negro friends over to talk about business.
The
And
intervention, Kaylon's intervention.
girl, what are we doing?
We're intervening on behalf of Kaylon.
Why? Who is
Because
Kaylon?
Kaylon is the BFF of Antoinette, and we thought she understood better. Because I think that's one thing Antoinette said in one of them. I thought she understood better, but I guess she doesn't.
And so we have to have a whole separate Negro brunch just so Kaylon can see more Negroes eating. I'm confused.
They trying to express to her that she's entitled and such, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so just say that. See,
She don't
this is why I don't
understand.
have many friends, and this is why my white friends are very limited. Very limited.
Because they don't understand.
Because if I say to you, girl, you're being entitled, you need to be able to say, oh, am I? Oh, let me
So
look at.
what's that about? Tell me how am I being entitled so you can at least kind of, okay, look, in the world, this world over here, in the darker world, this is acceptable. Over here, it appears to us that this is acceptable. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong. It's like, yeah, we can do that. Y'all can't do that. You have a conversation.
Right. Instead of all that crying and hooping and hollering, and now I got to go grab up a gang of niggers.
Y'all hate us. No, we
I
should,
do.
but no,
Kaylon, I don't
that's
like
not
her.
the problem. That's not the problem.
One thing I will never do,
What's that?
pacify a white person. I'm
Well,
not going to
it
coddle and
depends.
rock and carry
It
on.
kind of depends. If there's a person, it doesn't matter if they're plum white or there's some other nationality that is not black. If they, yeah, thank you. If they act like they are actually interested and they are not just being stupid. And same thing, I hope someone, that's different from me, if I'm not being stupid, will tell me, this or that about their race. And that's the thing that I think Americans missed. Even though we say we want to be a certain thing, we are not very good at accepting each other. You done brought all these different folk all over here. And now you're mad because they different. What? They different. So find out what is your common ground and accept them. As long as they're not doing anything illegal and hurting nobody, let them be.
I don't have common ground with Kaylon.
Yes, you do. You're female. That's just that's top of the dome stuff.
I am a nigger.
But you's a girl. A girl.
Jail. Moving along. Um,
Oh Lord, your jails are very full. I hope you own them. Because if you
now, why
own
would I ever own a jail?
them,
Why would I ever own a jail?
because you
Do I
keep
look like
sending
a
people
white
there. That's what the jailers do. They send people to jail so the government can pay them all this money because they have jail money.
and they should be in jail? Um,
Yes, I agree. Go ahead.
Black Rice's husband got her flour, literal flour, cooking flour, and she got mad.
That was cussing fighting words right there. Let me.
She
Ooh.
should have got her rights. It's in her name. But then he turned
Yeah.
it around and had drove out on the golf cart out to some remote location on their property.
Yeah. That looked like it's just a whole lot of lawn mowing to me.
Allergies. I've got allergies. All that grass. Then y'all got to cut it. Now the particles are in the air. I'm just sneezing, coughing, and wheezing. It's terrible. I couldn't do it. Um, she then at the dinner, the anniversary dinner, makes mention of him flirting with women. He turns it around, gets mad, and storms off as manipulators do. She
I
then
said, no, he did.
she then does as abused, emotionally abused people do, turns it back around, apologizes, and throws him an anniversary dinner. And she says she has a fear of abandonment. He immediately gets up and walks away. And their relationship is volatile. They need to divorce post haste.
I I just no. I couldn't deal with it.
I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
Um,
Really, she's really blessed to be able to do as well as she does.
in what regard?
Well, with the issues that she knows she has issues, but she doesn't appear to really be doing anything to help them. But she's still able to be successful, even though like in the beginning he wasn't interested in her business. He didn't want to support her business, and then when it started to take off, then he's there. I have little issues with that, but it's a wonder that she is as successful as she is with the issues that she has, that
With
she
the husband that she has.
with the husband that she has. Because if she had a husband, if she had a real husband, honey, she'd have been just sitting around this globe already.
The same with late Shia.
Hmm.
The same thing. If your
And
husband,
Marie too. She ain't getting no support.
she got Essie.
She ain't got no husband support, is what I'm saying.
She
Thank
got
God for
Essie.
Essie. Marie ain't got nothing over there at her house. God,
Essie is her husband. Moving along.
I'm
Um,
sorry. We've all had little trash husbands, but not us all. God, thank you that everybody didn't get one, but I've had some
you
situations.
can say, speak for yourself, honey, because I have yet to have a trash husband, and I don't plan to. Um, moving back towards Marie, she got the baby. They down to the house.
Toy play. They bouncing and things.
And we find out Marie has lupus. I'm praying for her because that is very hard. That's
Yeah, we know people with she has lupus and fibromyalgia. It's like, oh, the heck,
so she just hurts all the time.
all the time.
And I can't imagine. That's probably why she's so snappy.
Yeah, that'll make you say some words that you hadn't planned to say.
Because you remember,
Yeah,
you were familiar with me when I was sick constantly.
yeah, little mean thing.
Well,
Jesus.
probably what's going on with Marie. She don't feel good. And
And
she
then we have folks that have that. I know a couple of other people that have that same situation. And overall, they do very, very well. But there are times that they are just very, very, very uncomfortable.
yeah, tired in the bed, can't move, you
Can't
scared,
move, hurt, sick,
afraid to move.
just sick.
It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, and I respect them every day. So Marie gets points for being as functional as she is.
Very much so.
Hmm.
But I'm taking points away from her oldest child, Jerez, because you know your mama's sick and why you adding all this stress to her life. You know lupus is a stress triggered disease. And here you come with these three babies punching holes in walls, acting a fool. Now we understand that you may have some mental things to deal with. Deal with those things. You know your mama is the mental health plug. Ask her to help you when you feel like you're getting out of control. But adding this stress to your sick mother's life, I don't like that. I don't like that. And I'm removing points because I gave him some points. You remember in our last review, I gave him a little bit of leeway because, I'm thinking, okay, he's got some mental challenges and hurdles and illness that
And that may be what's upsetting him, is that his mother is sick.
it may be. If you were sick, I'd probably be hollering and fighting and cussing and shooting folks.
I would ask you to get somewhere. You know the next line. And sit down.
Anyway,
Look, be quiet.
yeah, I don't like that he is causing so much stress in his mom's life when she has a very well-known stress triggered illness.
That, and your stepdaddy is crazy.
And that's another thing. Curtis can go to hell. He can go to hell. Your wife
Basket to put him in. That kind of foolishness. Now, if she continues to allow it, that's one thing.
mm,
That no. He has been gone for days and he has not called. Do you think anything's wrong? No. What? It ain't something wrong here.
See,
I am the one who changed locks.
lupus survivor Tony Braxton got the girls thinking that 7 whole days is okay.
No.
It's not.
No. Now that you my husband. And then you really, well, like I said, if it's 7 whole days, this means we have been abandoned. This means that we can move forward.
I'm remarried.
Honey, don't play. Back in my youth, I could remarry in 7 days. Don't worry about me being the replacement.
I remember I was there.
As these go, let them come.
Honey, let's come. She being Marie tells her son Jerez that he has to get a degree in order to inherit anything. I think that's cool. I just think I don't want to talk to my mom about my inheritance, honey, because that means that we're speaking on the mortality of my mother, and I don't want to do that.
No, I ain't got none. It's all right. You can have my $12 in my piggy bank.
And I'll take that $12 too.
Get you a good remember your mother.
Yeah.
Because you can't get dinner with $12. So.
We having another party at Twan's house. The gay man that was at the shoe store with Tambra is now at the house party with Antoinette. Who is he? And why is he not doing Tambra's makeup?
I have this as a question.
Okay.
Why?
Why what?
Why is he there? He act more like a girl. I'm not supposed to say that.
Yeah, no, ma'am.
Okay, well, I don't know what to say.
No, ma'am.
Well, he and that girls.
Who was he fighting? I didn't see him fighting nobody.
They had to take him physically out the room.
When? Did I miss something?
I missed some pieces that you was talking about too, but there was a conversation that they were having. And he got mad and went off, and they had to cart him out the room. I'm like,
I didn't see that.
Full of girls. He in here talking. Somebody said something he don't like, and they have to cart him out the room because he got going for him.
I didn't see that part at all. I just want to know who he is and why he's there. Who's
who he? They said who he belonged to. Who did he belong to?
I missed his whole little section, so I'm gonna have to go back.
Honey, me too. I got to go back and see something that I evidently missed.
What did you miss?
I missed the part where. No, I saw that part. It was something else you said earlier.
Anyway.
I missed the memorial, and I'm not sure how I missed the memorial, Latrice's family memorial.
Oh, when they
So I could have fell asleep.
you most likely did. All they did was they dug some two holes in the ground and put two trees in there and said a couple words about the lives of their brothers. It was
Okay, I
nice.
missed that.
It,
Yeah, but you know, I will take a nap.
it was kind of like watching. It was like watching people talk because she has one brother that's just you could tell he's just a man,
Mm.
and he speaking of man, I'll get back to
Okay.
that.
Oh God.
But he got up there and he was talking about his brother. And he was like, I really don't want to say too much because, I'd be crying and stuff. And I was like, this is just like my grandpa.
Then I ain't trying to do all that.
I don't want to cry and stuff. Like
All
he
that
didn't,
foolishness.
he was uncomfortable outwardly showing his emotions. And that was funny to me. But anyway, yeah, it was a nice little ceremony, but you didn't miss that much. Um, So they doing sage burn in Honey Antoine's house. They looked like they was about to burn the house down. There was too many people running around with stuff
Yeah,
on.
the fire extinguisher went on. I mean, the fire alarms.
Honey, it just and they burning sage on the stove and they running around
Because
saying
it was too. Do you see? It looked like the biggest ganja.
one white woman was in there sage in the tub. And, honey, they was just carrying on and
Oh,
then
they were carrying. Oh,
they was in Twan's room, sage in
yeah.
the bed,
Her,
and Twan done
her
fell out.
underwear draw and everything.
Twan done fell out on the floor and now the dog licking her in the mouth. Jail. Jail. We don't do that.
We don't go for that. We don't do
Her
that.
mouth, she was smiling. Her mouth was open. The dog was licking her on her teeth.
The dog was,
Yeah.
hey, mommy.
Black dogs know better than to lick folks in the face.
No, no,
She
no.
let that dog lick her in the mouth all the time. Jail.
We don't do it.
And then the episode ends with the anniversary redo that Lat Rice has been emotionally conditioned to do. That relationship is terrible. It's really terrible from what I can see. Now, all of this I'm saying is based off of what I'm seeing on the show. I can't speak for folks' real lives.
Yeah. Some keep them together. They together.
They did that together because she wants a father.
And she makes a good living. Why would he leave?
I don't know. Anyway, on to the latest episode. Kaylon is buying a goat. I don't care.
And we done went out. I'm so tickled. They done when they little cute outfits to go to brunch or go to dinner, whatever lunch. And Kayla done got them out there on the goat farm.
This is the third episode that Twan has been in heels and grass. She at this point needs to just expect you're going to be
Yeah, just bring you an extra bag with some track shoes in it.
all your friends take you to places where there's grass. Just know that.
Get you some cowboy boots. I know Kayla got you some. Got some. Get you some cowboy boots.
Terrible.
And just get in a cute skirt. Just be like the Southerners.
And guess who else is there? The publicist.
Yeah, the publicist was there.
For what?
To publicize the goat herd. And they goat herding to pick a goat.
Like she needs a different title. She just call her Latrice.
Then we gonna give her a name and just she can
Her
be.
name is Melanie, but make her lower third instead of saying Latrice's publicist. Just make it say her friend, because her being the publicist and being there don't make sense. Why is y'all here at the goat farm together?
Just the goat farm, really.
What are we publicizing?
No publicizing to do.
What you gonna tell the goats about the hair, the weave? I don't understand. Lat Rice tells the girls about how she's traumatized without saying that she's traumatized. She basically tells them that she had to redo the anniversary because she messed up the first one.
Really felt like I messed it up. No, you said how you were feeling and he got in his feelings. That's it.
And emotionally manipulated you into throwing him an anniversary shindig. Because she went all out. There was violins and roses,
A masseuse, a chef.
Carrying on. Emotional manipulation and financial manipulation, if you want to be honest. Anyway, honey,
Yeah.
Marie is having counseling at the house with the baby mamas. That other baby mama, honey, the third one don't want to be on TV, and I
She's
respect.
not interested. Mm-mm.
Her mama probably told her,
That's what I was thinking. Her mama said, if you took yourself on that TV and embarrass us to death.
that's what my mama would have said. Um,
You saw that girl got pulled by her mama a few years ago.
I mean,
Real grown.
it could Gill, but they was
Her mama
her
said,
mama at
nope.
the grocery
What
store.
is this devil that keep popping up around my head?
Devil.
It's something like, and I move my head.
Yeah,
It has to be a light reflection.
I think it is late because I see red in your
It's
background.
something red. It pops up on my
Is my
head.
lamp back there?
Yeah, but it's not on.
Well, if it's a
Maybe that's
light
what it's
shining
reflecting
on it,
off of.
yeah, if it's a light shining on it, I think that's what it is. Because you got red streaks in your hair too that I know you didn't put there.
Right. My high blind is my high blind right here.
I see it.
Because I'm tired of coloring it any other color. I'm sick of it.
Okay.
Continue.
Um, so the girls come to the house, and we all just hear the baby mamas and the baby daddy and the mama. I'm surprised Essie wasn't there, but she must have booked
Must have been, because she be at every other family event.
because 50% of what Marie has. Anyway,
So that means son gets, he gets a quarter.
25%. Well, no, because he got siblings.
Mm,
It's dwindling on down for
he's
some.
gonna get a few percent.
12 or something.
Now you got babies, so your
Kids,
get
yeah.
less.
Ooh, honey. Should have thought that through.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but this is when we find out that Marie has lupus and fibromyalgia, and she takes 12 pills a day, and they make her groggy, and she wants to, get out there and be grandma, but or I'm sorry, Mimi, but it's difficult because she doesn't feel well. Um, and I like this little scene. They made some good points that the baby mamas need to go to the baby daddy. And if the baby daddy ain't got it, he needs to go to his mama. There needs to be a chain of command. And I agree with that. They don't need
Right. They shouldn't.
where the
It
money
shouldn't
comes
be a situation where the daddy don't know what's going on and grandma taking care of everything.
from. Right. That should not be. And I know these are children. They're 21, 22. Um, so they just have to
A
learn.
whole bunch of 21 and 22-year-olds have to get out of these streets.
Yes, but they have to learn like everybody else has to learn. This is how things need to go. So I ain't see
Mm.
nothing wrong with this little
Well,
counseling session. I thought it was good.
mm. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was. And the little girl said that and that's true. They do need to be friends enough so that their children can grow up together.
Right, because if y'all gonna be mad at the boy. Don't be mad at each other.
Because I was talking to my dear father about a couple of his baby mom, and they was mad at each other for years. I'm like, what is it? Why ain't they mad at you?
Period. Why not?
So we had a situation that just occurred, and they's buddies. But I mean,
Can't do nothing but be
kids
friends.
over 30.
Right.
Look, all the kids over 30, I'm hoping y'all be nice.
All the ones we know about. Moving along.
No, I'm talking about their kids, them two mamas'
Oh
kids
yeah, yeah.
with
Um,
my daddy.
right. Twan is going on a date, and she went on a date with that fine man. Did you see how fine that man was?
Hmm.
That was a very fine man, and they looked very
And
cute.
he done flew down from Seattle.
Right, and he black. I love that.
Chocolate drop, hallelujah.
And they went on a little date, and it was cute. And we found out they met
It's
over in
cute.
Ghana. Is it Ghana or Guyana?
Ghana,
It was Ghana. Okay,
African one, Ghana.
they met over yonder, honey. And I think they're cute. I think they're really cute. I hope they work out.
Mm-hmm.
Cedric needs to die. Back to Marie. He needs to pass away quietly. Um, Because you know why?
There's no point for. I don't see a point for him. What is
There's
the point?
literally no point. You don't come home.
You're not good support for her.
She's sick. She's
You're not
raising
there,
your child and her other children
and
and
her
the
grandchildren.
grandchildren. Jail.
There's
Jail.
no you. You may be excused.
Elsie got it. She got it under control. We don't need Curtis.
Mm-mm.
Child.
Or
Anyway.
they say Cedric.
Oh,
Cedric.
Cedric, excuse me. I've been talking
Cedric.
to Dream Girls today, so I said Curtis.
Yeah, I was tickled when they were saying it. I was like, how do they pronounce? I had to practice that. I said, how you say that?
Slippy way. Um, Late Shire goes back down to the councilman's office. We just going in circles, honey. We ain't doing nothing but having brunch, having anniversaries, and going to the councilman's office. So she go back down there, and they work it out. He was kind of embarrassed because the brunch with the white heifer crying and all of that, but they work it out. And then we see Tambra goes on a date, another date with this man that she should have been married to by now, whose name is Demon. Why do folks name their kids Demon? That's just Demon.
Yeah, I know somebody whose middle name is that. I do. I do.
And sometimes they get jazzy and put a D at the end and it's Demond. But
That's better than it just being demon
what is
to
why
me.
why would you do that? You would be
I think
so
that
mad if I named your grandson Demon.
I would sneak off and rename your child.
You would. I know
Be
you.
down at the courthouse. Okay.
Yeah, child, and I
I'd
you
be
know I'm
you,
finna be
girl.
home. Cause why would I do
I'd
that
be
to
you.
you? Jail.
You know
Um,
your mom be done something.
Honey, my grandma would have a plum stroke if I named my child Demon.
Oh Lord.
Anyway,
Wow.
her makeup
What
in
can
this
I
movie
do?
again was jail worthy. She had on this pale yellowish, maybe gold attempting lipstick. Jail. That's all I want to say. They went on this little date. Jail. He had a white line on his beard. Jail. Jail. They just look so tacky. And I like them. I like him. I'm not bothered by him. I like her, but they looked a mess. Can you get off the phone and we wrap this up right quick? Dang.
Yeah, we almost there
How you know?
because we don't know where we are in the. I feel say in the funerals.
Make it real. Now here we
Oh
go back
Jesus.
again having some sort of brunch like deal at I guess Timber House. Lat Rice has decided to start calling Marie Man Man. Marie,
That is not nice.
I mean not Marie. Lat Rice, when I see you,
I said, don't call that girl
why
man,
would you
man.
do that?
Lord
Just
Jesus.
ugly. Now, once again, guess who's here? The publicist. I don't understand. The publicist
She's
was
sitting in the circle because she one of the girls.
eating snacks. Like, girl, she at the sage burning. She out at the goat farm. She at the brunches that Latrice ain't even at. Like, girl, just put her on
Now,
the
because
show.
Latrice is at work. I
Right.
thought you worked for Latrice. Where?
She at the brunch, honey, catering to Kaylon,
Oh, Jesus.
passing her tissues. Like, girl, just on network, just put Melanie on the show, honey. Make her one of the main characters of the show. She's everywhere. Um, and then they at Tambra's house talking about how sick of brunches they are. Literally, don't go. Literally, just don't go.
They trying to do that because that's their friend.
You know I love my friends down, but if I don't want to go, I'm not going. I'm not. And I'll text them or call them and say, I love you to the ground. I will not be there. I love you though. Tell me how it goes. FaceTime me if you want to,
No.
but I won't be there. And I feel like these are grown women who could say the same thing.
They trying to be supportive of their business friends. You know, my folks ain't like that. If they ain't coming, they ain't coming. I
And
got a whole
we
bunch
make
of you.
publicists for nothing. At least, what's her face send her publicist. Um, at some point, honey, Canberra and
Yes,
Twan,
that's good. You look at it like that. She's represented because she sends her publicist.
at least, honey. But Tambra and Twan get in some sort of argument. They Twan is clapping, Tambra
And
is
I said,
yelling,
oh Lord, they're clapping. Black women are clapping. This is not good.
and now either Lat Rice, I think it was Lat Rice, it might have been publicist, stands in front of Twan because they look like they finna start fist fighting. And once again, Tambra's makeup is a mess. Antoinette got lip gloss on her chin. Like, what is going on, honey? This is just a lot going on in this scene. They clapping and hollering and talking about blackness and colorism, and ooh, it was just a lot.
Yeah, because sis, she said she had never experienced it. And I'm like, you live in Jackson, Mississippi, and you had never.
She said she had never experienced racism, which is equally stupid.
Then you didn't know it then.
Maybe not, honey. Maybe she think when she paint her face with that white makeup and them white lips,
They, they
they
can't tell.
can't tell. I don't know, child. But anyway, long story short, they was making a big deal about coming together to talk about Marie, and we're not gonna invite Marie to this because we just want to talk and see, and maybe she's the common denominator when literally the common denominator is Twan. Marie was not at this function, and Twan is up clapping and carrying on. Twan has been at each of the brunches where the girls were up clapping and carrying on, and she brought the two people that started the beef with Marie. The common denominator is Twan, and I want y'all to stop putting it on Marie. Thank you and good night. It's
I mean,
Twan.
I don't feel like Marie is the absolute worst person of all, but I do, have a little. I just hate that she goes back and forth like that. They don't let them film you like that. Don't do it.
They set her up from the very beginning to be the bad guy. If you look at the title sequence, she's the only one with this like mean mugging face. Everybody is giving, looking into the camera, giving glamour. Can we wrap this up, sis? Can you not be preoccupied in the midst of? Or do you
No, we good.
like,
I'm
dang,
listening.
this is a visual medium. We are having a conversation. So from the title sequence, everybody is giving, smiles and looking into the camera and throwing their hair, and then they got Marie up there looking snark and smug and mean. They have set her up to be the bad guy. You can tell from, I mean, of course, editing can only do so much, but you can tell that they are planting the seeds for everybody to think that she's the bad guy. And I'm not falling for that. It's Twan and Kaylon.
And she and itty bitty girl.
Oh, it's always the little ones.
Causing all the problems.
Always.
Just causing all the problems.
Jail. Anyway, honey, I'm through. You got anything to add to the end of this to wrap up?
Nah, I'm enjoying Belle Collective though.
I'm
Overall,
loving it. I'm enjoying the show.
I'm enjoying it overall. Yeah, you get invested emotionally with these people,
It's true.
and they're not too bad. Because I think the last thing we watched kind of like this was the Housewives in Potomac. Potomac does me better than Atlanta,
Very much so.
but because Atlanta they make you mad, you be mad, want to say something to them.
Oh, I'd be mad at Potomac too.
Yeah, they get a little annoying from time to time. And but this one is a little different. And
Yeah,
like a lot of shows, you can kind of see yourself in them. Which one is you or close to you?
I'm the publicist.
Long as you're not Kaylon.
How dare you? Jail, prison.
Don't be Kaylon. Don't be
I could
Kaylon.
never.
She gonna learn some things for this over.
If I have to beat it into her myself,
She gonna learn. She gonna be able to tell you what it's like to be a black woman in the South.
I don't want a white woman telling me what it's like to be a black woman in the South.
Well, cause she gonna study. She gonna write a book.
I don't want a white woman. See, that's the premise of the help, and that's why I can't do the help. Because these black people were out here living their normal black lives, and here come this white woman writing a story about it, and she gets applauded for writing about what black people are going through. Jail, jail. Applaud the black people for going through the things. Don't applaud the white woman for telling the
Well,
the black people
the
to live.
problem with America, especially early on, is that we couldn't tell our stories if we wanted to. Somebody white would have had to tell it anyway.
Jail,
They just went, and she was barely able to tell it.
jail.
Yeah, we couldn't tell our own stories. And that was, what was that? I was watching something the other day that was basically that same premise that, you couldn't. Oh, what
Billy,
was the movie? What?
was it the Billie Holiday movie?
The Billie Holiday movie. So the song, what's the song? My brain, Strange Fruit. The song Strange Fruit told a story that they didn't want told. And black lady up there telling the story via her song. And they done got oops.
Which is weird because white people were so proud of hanging black people. I don't understand why they wouldn't want that story told. But whatever. I don't get white people. That's not my business.
And it wasn't all white people. It was just the good and some others. There was some others, but
But
there
yeah,
was,
white people. Even if you're black in government, you're white.
we have to color up the government some. Or they'll keep doing stuff that's only befitting to
They're going to
one side
do that
rather
irregardless
than the other.
of what transpires.
Well, to a certain extent, maybe. Yeah,
Long
to a
story
certain extent.
short, jail.
Say what?
Long story short, jail.
Always sending people to jail. I'm telling you, I think you're getting a kickback from the jail.
I wish, but no, I don't, because abolish the jail systems. Correctional facilities don't correct anything. Moving on.
Well, they could if they would, but they won't because they don't care.
That's that on that. I'm finna go to bed, honey. I'm
We
tired.
should have put this on a petty in particular site.
We can literally just take this audio.
Maybe. Huh?
We could take the audio and put it on.
No, no, no. Oh, yeah, that part. But I'm talking about the page. We don't do anything on that Facebook page.
Because I don't care. Moving on.
I can go live to Facebook and everywhere.
What do you say? Mm-hmm. Anyway, maybe next time.
Yeah, hopefully next time we'll think of it.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I need to do like a bunch of stuff. I don't have
take my and wash it.
Yeah. Do what?
I need to finish taking my hair down and wash it.
I'm gonna put a sleep cap on mine.
I think I might be too. Anyway, do you know I went to sleep literally after we hung up yesterday at 6:30?
And what time you get up? 2 in the morning.
1:30, and was up till noon. I'm exhausted. So anyway, but I was able to wax my armpits and clean my room, watch some TV. I wrote a little bit. It was a productive morning. It was just long. I'm tired now.
I got to review something for your writing partner.
Yeah, we supposed to be writing right now, but I hate to tell him I'm going to bed. He'll understand.
Well, hopefully.
If not, what can we
I'm gonna
do?
say this, put it on my iPad and let the thing read it.
Yeah,
That what it said, this page right here.
exactly.
Mm,
All right, Nisa, it's been lovely speaking with you about these heifers.
okay. I got the headache still, but it's nothing but this rain. You know how you feel it right in the here?
Get
Yeah.
you an aspirin, as your grandfather would.
Yeah. We don't tell them we really don't do aspirin.
Yeah. Well, no, he says a lead. Everything is a lead.
Yeah. It's a leave now. Mm-hmm. He all right. He just we wanna get one of them things.
Yeah, well, take you some money and lay down like I'm doing.
Yeah. And I'm gonna post up on all of these social media, this flyer for this event that we supposed to have.
Okay. Tell the girls
Yeah.
bye.
Tell the girls bye. Bye, girls.
Bye, girls.